What's going on, Shady People? ShadyPenguinn, welcome you back for another episode of ShadyVGC. We are jumping back onto Battle Spot for the final episode with this team. Now, I know in the last episode I played extremely poor. Extremely poor. The first team I got outplayed. Second team, I didn't take into account that the Jellicent revealed the curse body so I could go for a Hydrum. I just completely misplayed. I do apologize for that. I'm going to try to pay much more close attention. We're going to see my opponent bring in the Gardevoir, Salamence, Kangaskhan, Tornadus, Bisharp, and Entei. So a really cool looking team. I really like seeing Entei, one of my favorite mons. It gets Snarl. Cool, very cool mon. Tornadus is interesting. The Kangaskhan is scary and the Salamence is scary, and the Gardevoir. So that's three potential megas. Out of those, which do I think could not be a mega? Probably most likely Salamence. I don't think you're bringing Gardevoir unless it's mega. In my mind, actually, it kind of confirms if all three of those are mega, he's bringing Tornadus, Entei, and Bisharp no matter what. So it's kind of planned for that. That means that Landorus has a lot of fun. It covers the Bisharp and the Entei perfectly. It also has Rock Slide for the Salamence and the Tornadus. So I think we're going to open up Landorus. Plus, those are all physical attackers. Realistically, well, actually, the Salamence is usually special now because of Hyper Voice, Aerolite. But we resist that, so it's fine. Talonflame looks really good here. Just Talonflame always looks good. Let's be honest. We're going to actually bring. We're going to open up Crest Lando. I'm going to bring. I'm gonna bring Rotom Wash because burning things would be really useful here. And I think I'm gonna go Talonflame. Although that leads, well, not all physical attackers actually, because we have Rotom. I hate not bringing Hyper Voice. I really do. But realistically, I think Talonflame is the better mon to bring, so we're gonna go ahead and bring it. So we'll see if we can walk away with 2 wins today. This will be the last time using this team. Remember, if you want to suggest a brand new team, use the hashtag in the comment section below, hashtag ShadyVGC, along with the full team suggestion. Ellis did a really good job building this team, left paragraphs and details, and unfortunately, I did not play as well as I should have with it, so I do apologize to you, Ellis. But we're going to continue on as I make mistakes all the time. So we have Kangaskhan and Tornadus opening up. So I'm going to go ahead and think that Bisharp and Entei are in the back, but we'll find out in a little bit. We did get an Intimidate off, which is rather nice. And I think the fake out onto Landorus is pretty obvious. I'm actually going to go ahead and I am going to skill swap the Kangaskhan. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That stinks. Not that it matters because I was taunted. I completely forgot that Landorus is a taunting machine. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna just go for a Rock Slide, and I can't helping hand. I'm gonna Icy Wind. I should have Icy Wind, man. I was so determined for that Kangaskhan to Mega Evolve and me steal Parental Bond. That would have been so much fun. Not that I'm a damage dishing mon with Crest, but just to get rid of it would be really, really cool. And then, you know, Icy Wind hitting twice. Oh my goodness, does it lower the speed twice if it hits? No. Oh, I want to know. I want to know. Can you show? I think it does. I think it does. I'm not entirely sure, but I think it does. Not sure. Yeah, it should. Just like Power Punch. Just like Power Punch. It's going to withdraw the Mega Kangaskhan, and I'm expecting to see Entei or Bisharp. Don't be Bisharp. That's a misplay on our part. Landorus is going to take an Air Slash, and the Rock Slide is going to connect on both mons, but the Icy Wind is really going to hurt us bad here by increasing this Bisharp and all the fun it wants to have. I can't protect with my gosh darn Crest, and this Bisharp is just looking terrifying. I don't know how I'm going to get rid of this Bisharp. That was a beautiful switching by my opponent there. I even said that I expected the Bisharp to be coming in, but I totally forgot about Defiant. Defiant is beautiful. Defiant is fantastic. That was a great play on my opponent's part. I almost want to risk it. And just go for the EQ. I really want to. I really want to just go for that EQ. I want to EQ and Psyshock. Because he's going to expect my Crest to switch out. Well, hold on. If he expects my Crest to switch out, then he's definitely going to target down the Landorus. So I'm gonna switch Lando into Rotom. And I am going to kind of want a Psyshock. But in case he's gonna go, or maybe he'll go for knockoff on Crest. Oh shoot, we're running out of time. Oh no, I have to switch. That's not what I wanted to do. That's not what I should have done. I should have EQ'd and switched Crest into Rotom. That's what I should have done. I guarantee that's the wrong play. Let's see. I don't think he's gonna go for Sucker Punch. I don't think he will. I think he'll knock off that Crest slot, because honestly, knockoff's gonna kill anything that comes in. I'm really upset. I was not watching the timer on that one. I was not watching the timer. Goes for the Sucker Punch. All right, man. Well, we're gonna Will-O-Wisp this Bisharp now. And I kind of want a Quick Guard, but I should probably just Brave Bird. Well, we gotta remember that his team is faster now. So he could outspeed me with his Sucker Punch, so I could go for Quick Guard. I think I'm gonna Quick Guard. I know that's really weird, but I feel like because of the Tailwind, his Sucker Punch will probably outspeed my Brave Bird. I think it will, possibly. So he'll have the faster priority and Sucker Punch will work. So we're gonna go for the Quick Guard with Talonflame. We're gonna see Taunt, which Quick Guard protects it. And we're gonna see Sucker Punch. So Quick Guard was, okay, so we have a chance. Rotom does connect with the Will-O-Wisp. I'm really, really happy with that call. I could not be happier with that call. Oh my goodness, wow. Whew, okay. So let's go ahead now. I could even, I don't know if Talonflame has Protect, but I kind of want to double Protect. I don't have Protect on Talonflame, so I could go ahead and Brave Bird. I don't think Brave Bird takes out Bisharp. I mean, it might. I'm not entirely sure. Brave Bird does not from that range. So we're gonna Brave Bird the Tornadus. Rotom's gonna Protect. I really don't want anything happening to my little baby Rotom. And Talonflame goes for the Brave Bird on the Tornadus. So we're gonna get rid of that. Not gonna take an Air Slash for the Talonflame, which is awesome, because maybe he targeted down the Rotom with a knockoff now, expecting me to Thunderbolt the Tornadus. So hopefully that is what happened. Talonflame's gonna take a baby amount of recoil and goes for the knockoff on the Rotom. So we are one step ahead of my opponent right now. I don't want to lose that momentum. I really don't want to lose that momentum. So I want to stay focused. I really just want to make Ellis proud. Moo! Moo moo! The Entei is, okay, so I was correct in assuming that he has 3 Megas and then 3 Pokemon on his team. So we're looking pretty good here. I kind of do expect the Entei to Protect. So I am going to Hydro Pump the Bisharp. And I almost want a Quick Guard. But I'm just gonna set up a Tailwind. My opponent's Tailwind is petering out. Talonflame kind of did what it had to do. The Kangaskhan is still Mega. It hasn't Mega, but it's gonna be the Mega on this team. We're gonna see a Stone Edge connect onto Talonflame. At least I got the Tailwind up. That's all I can really say about that. I think I made a huge mistake. I think that knockoff is going to go onto the Rotom and take me out. Oh no, he's burned. He's burned. Well, we aren't gonna get our Citrus, but we are gonna. Now I'm kind of wishing that I had Hydro Pump the Entei. Oh man, wow, that is my fault. Because the Bisharp was not too much of a threat anymore. I mean, it was at neutral because it had the Defiant boost, but their Tailwind's gonna peter out. My Tailwind comes into play. Which means I guess technically just going on to Lando is the best thing. It'll intimidate both of my opponent's Mons. I could even switch out. I could even switch out my Landers to make sure that I get a double Intimidate off. Question is, do I think it's gonna get targeted down? Because EQ right here is a pretty obvious play. You know what? I'm gonna double Protect. Well, we're gonna waste one turn of Tailwind, but we'll have 2 left. So we can afford to double Protect and then EQ. All right, that should be the correct play. Unless the only way it's the bad play is if both of my opponent's Mons actually Protect here. But then even then that's fine, because then next turn they can't Protect, or they have to try to get a double Protect. Landers goes for the protect. Rotom goes for protect. I really think he's going to fake out the Lando and then target down the Lando, because the Lando clearly has a huge advantage against my opponent. Fake out on the Landers and Stone Edge on the Rotom. Okay, well, I'm glad that I did that then. Although getting Helping Hand EQ would have been just as fine. Would have been just as fine. So I'm going to Hydro Pump. Actually, I'm going to Will-O-Wisp the Kangaskhan, because I'm pretty positive that EQ will take out the Landorus. And this way, if the Entei does protect, which I don't think it will, because all he's done is Stone Edge, I think, which means he's potentially choiced. So Landorus is going to get the EQ off. It's going to hit both of my opponent's Mons. Should easily take out the Entei. I'd be surprised if it lived, and it does a good amount to the Kangaskhan. So Will-O-Wisp, maybe not the most necessary move, but I still think it's the better play because we do have the Tailwind up and we outspeed it. So pretty sure that was the right play to make. And my opponent goes for the Double Edge on the Landers, I'm assuming, but it's not going to take me out thanks to that burn. And we have this game all but wrapped up now. So that was a pretty cool first match. I think there was some really cool turns. Let me know in the comment section. I don't normally do this in the middle of the video, but what was your favorite turn? What was your favorite pivot moment in that battle? Because I really do want to get better at VGC. I know that I make a lot of mistakes, and honestly, it's kind of tough. I'm not going to John out, but like, it's tough commentating at the same time as playing. Sometimes my thoughts go all over the place, so I do apologize for that. I am trying to focus and buckle down a little bit more, especially when it comes to the VGC videos, because I do want to invest heavily in this scene. Speaking of which, if you're still here, I will be doing a special live stream this Saturday. I forgot to mention it. I will be mentioning it in every episode of VGC as it comes up. There is, I don't know if you guys follow VGC, you guys know Wolf Glick. I'm sorry, I pronounced his last name wrong. You know Wolf, one of the best VGC players. He's won tournaments, won championships, and he's going to be directing / producing / involved in a film, not a film, I would call it a documentary. It is a film though. A documentary about VGC players, the top VGC players, their stories getting there, all different cool behind the scenes stuff of the Pokemon VGC scene. So I'm going to be doing a special live stream raising money for that. They do have a Kickstarter. I'm going to include it in the description if you do want to help out. There's all kinds of prizes. You don't have to, but I'm going to be helping out. I'm going to be donating myself along with raising money during a live stream, kind of promoting the Kickstarter. So it'd be really, really cool if you can turn up. If you can't, no big deal. Don't put yourself into debt for something like this, but it would be really cool if we can come together as a community and help them out and potentially reach their goal. If not reach their goal on their Kickstarter, we can tip it. We can get it to the point where other people will help out. I think so far they've raised just about $10,000, which is really awesome. Anyway, my opponent has a rain team here with Politoed Kingdra on the back, Scrafty, Gengar, Alakazam, and Charizard. Very interesting. I very rarely see Alakazam. Cool to see it. Could have dual weather with Charizard Y and the Politoed. Definitely a possibility. I really like Breloom here because it hits the Politoed and it hits the Scrafty really, really, really hard. With Tailwind, it can also Spore whatever it wants. So I think what I'm going to want to do, I do want to bring Altaria though, because it hits that Scrafty ×4, hits the Kingdra for super effective, and then everything else just doesn't appreciate its presence except for the Gengar. So I do want to bring Altaria. I kind of want to lead Altaria Talonflame because that way I kind of cover myself. If it brings the Gengar, I can Brave Bird it. Should be good to go. I can protect with Altaria and get behind the scene. I'm going to bring the Breloom, as I said, and I think I do want to bring the Rotom to take advantage of the rain my opponent is going to set up, but I just feel like Landorus is too good not to bring with Rock Slide. But he's got Rain and 2 Ice Beam users. I think I'll go Rotom. I think I'll go Rotom here. I don't think it's necessary. Plus, Scrafty gets access to Wide Guard, which I always forget. I apologize, and I'm gonna check and I'm gonna teach myself. Scrafty, is it Wide Guard or Quick Guard? I feel like it would be Wide Guard, but I could be wrong. I am wrong. It's Quick Guard. Okay, so he gets access to Quick Guard, so he can block those Mach Punches whenever he wants. We open up with 2 flyers, and my opponent opens up with the Politoed and the Kingdra. So had I opened up Cress and Altaria, I would be in great shape. Unfortunately, we are Ice Beam fodder right here. What I am going to do is I am going to Hyper Voice. And I don't see the Kingdra. Oh, you know what? No, the Kingdra. I'm going to protect Tailwind, and I think Talonflame is going to go down right away. I'm gonna protect Tailwind. I think the Kingdra's gonna end up Ice Beaming my Altaria. If he Ice Beams my Altaria, maybe I should switch out. I have to get Tailwind up to outspeed this Kingdra in the rain. I have to. He's gonna actually withdraw the Toad. So I'm really hoping that he targeted down the Altaria here. We're gonna see an Intimidate, which of course stinks for our Talonflame, but I'm kind of expecting to lose Talonflame right now anyway. So really insane that he brought in the Scrafty on the Altaria being here, but that kind of just shows me that he's definitely going for the Ice Beam because he feels confident there's no chance that Altaria is getting a move off. However, I probably could have lived one Ice Beam from Kingdra in retrospect. So we're gonna get a Tailwind up as my opponent goes for Muddy Water. Altaria protects itself. Talonflame dodges it! Wow, oh my gosh. All right, so Hyper Voice would be crazy here, but I do think we're gonna see a Fake Out onto the Altaria. So I'm gonna have to double out here. This is unfortunate. Because I'm intimidated, I don't think I would take this Scrafty out. So I'm gonna double out into Rotom and Breloom. Rotom is going to take the slot of Altaria, and we're losing a turn of Tailwind, which is unfortunate, but we're also burning a turn of Rain, which is nice. So Altaria come back, we're gonna pull a double switch, we're gonna waste our gosh darn, we're gonna see Fake Out onto the Rotom as expected, and then I think we're gonna, Draco Meteor! What?! Either that was a ridiculous prediction or a misplay on my opponent's part. I can't decide. Because Altaria is Fairy type and I would have eaten it. Oh my gosh, that's so frustrating. Wow. All right. That's really frustrating. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna Hydro Bump the Scrafty and I'm going to Spore the Kingdra slot because I do think it's gonna switch out. And Hydro Pump in the range should do a lot to Scrafty. We have the Tailwind so we can Spore something for free. There's no reason not to get something put to sleep. He's gonna actually withdraw the Scrafty going out into Politoed. Goes out into Alakazam. Oh, you're gonna take a lot of damage and the Kingdra's actually going to protect. So that's a bit unfortunate, but he did expect the Mach Punch from the Breloom. Hydro Pump is gonna connect on the Alakazam. And really do a huge amount of damage, enough where obviously I can just go for a Mach Punch to take him out, which I probably will. I'm gonna Will-O-Wisp the, because I don't know if I outspeed even in Tailwind. This Breloom's pretty fast. Yeah, Breloom is pretty fast. I think we can actually just Bullet Seed the Alakazam slot. I'm gonna Bullet Seed the Alakazam slot. It's Mega Alakazam. I have regrets. I have big regrets. I should have just Mach Punched. My fear was that Scrafty comes in, intimidates me, and then Alakazam won't actually go down. So Alakazam is going to Trace Levitate, and Alakazam goes for Protect. Should have seen that coming. Breloom is going to go for Bullet Seed on Alakazam. It's going to Protect. Muddy Water is going to come through. That's super effective, I believe. No, it's not. It's resisted by both of my Mons. And now we will get a Will-O-Wisp off just for residual damage. Actually, like I said, I really expected Scrafty to come in there to intimidate me. I really did. But I still think that a Mach Punch, takes the Alakazam out. So now we kind of hid that we wanted to do that, which is cool. I'm gonna go ahead and Protect on the Rotom. Actually, no, because Muddy Water doesn't take me out. I'm gonna Thunderbolt the Kingdra, and I am going to Mach Punch the Alakazam. I don't think Scrafty's gonna come back in now. That was kind of like a hard read that I wanted to make. Didn't actually happen. Kind of, not unfortunate, but I would have liked to make the correct read. He's gonna withdraw Alakazam. Wow! And go out into Scrafty. So at least Scrafty's gonna have to take a Mach Punch, but he is going to reduce the damage first, which is really unfortunate. Our Tailwind is petered out, so Kingdra is going to be faster than everything besides the Mach Punch, and the Mach Punch is going to be almost a 2-hit KO. Draco Meteor -2 is going to connect on the Rotom, gonna take me out, I'm sure, despite being -2. That Protect on Rotom would have been beautiful there, but couldn't do it. Could not do it. I really think this Kingdra has to switch out, and even if it doesn't, it is no longer even the slightest of threats. The rain is going to stop. The rain is going to stop as the burn comes through. I don't want to go into Altaria just yet because the Fake Out is real. Do you have Protect Talonflame? You don't. That makes me want to go out into Altaria. I'm actually gonna go out into Altaria. Oh my gosh. He would definitely fake out. He would definitely fake out my Altaria. I'm gonna take the fake out damage. I'm gonna Hyper Voice, and then I'm going to Spore the. I'm gonna Spore the Scrafty slot. He's gonna withdraw the Kingdra. I should have just. I knew that he was gonna withdraw that. I even said it, but I really just didn't feel the need to do that. We are going to Spore Scrafty. He's gonna Trace Technician, which means his hidden power is so much better. He's actually double switching. So I'm totally fine with putting this Politoed to sleep, not to mention that we were gonna get a Hyper Voice off. That's exactly why I didn't want to go for double protect. He was trying to force the double protect with the fake out on the Scrafty, but I did not fall for it. I did not want to do it. I figured no matter what, Scrafty would be going down or being put to sleep. So we are going to Spore the Politoed, and we are going to Hyper Voice. Granted, it would have been much better had we actually gone for the Tailwind with the Altaria, because then we wouldn't have to worry about this Kingdra coming back in and trying to go for something fishy. But I think that he's going to end up Draco Meteoring the gosh darn Altaria again. I really think so. I think he's just locked in on that idea. I'm going to Hyper Voice, and I'm going to Protect. We're going to let my opponent learn that you can't Draco Meteor. He's going to withdraw his Politoed, doesn't want to take a Bullet Seed, and goes out into the Scrafty, but I'm going for the Hyper Voice, and nothing on the field right now can take my Altaria out, so not protecting with it was definitely the right play. Definitely the right play. Breloom is going to Protect. Preserve it. Why not? Let's just preserve it. And we are going to see Blizzard! We can take it, thankfully, but I gotta be honest, I wasn't expecting that, and I obviously should have been. This is a fully special Kingdra, and seeing the Blizzard on there, the coverage is real. I guess just because he went for the Draco Meteor, he really did make that prediction, then kudos to my opponent. He made that prediction when I switched my Altaria out, but we clearly have the game here. My opponent has one Pokemon left. It is a sleeping Politoed, which means we got 2 wins today. We were focusing a bit more, and I hope you guys appreciate that. I hope that it's enjoyable. My end game is to both entertain, and then with VGC, I really want to be a better player, so forgive me for when I do make mistakes. Bullet Seed is going to come through, and I think the match is going to be forfeited. So we walk away with 2 wins today. If you guys enjoyed this episode of Shady VGC, first of all, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please hit that thumbs up down below. It really does need your touching. It supports the channel so much, especially when we get 2 wins. It's really cool. So I'm gonna get the heck out of here. Have yourselves a good day, but above all else, keep it shady.